Welcome back to Down to Business with V. I'm your host, V, and today we're discussing trust and safety in business and how you can make it a competitive advantage. We have in the studio with us via Zoom, Bryan Clayton. He's the CEO of GreenPal, a multi-million-dollar organization that he created from the ground up. Welcome back, Bryan.
Hey V, great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, thank you so much for being with us. We had a very robust discussion in the first half of the episode today, and we're going to continue that discussion, helping business owners, those that have startups, and those that have existing businesses, get a different perspective and some wisdom and insight from you on how they can build in trust and safety and use it as a competitive advantage as they're moving forward and building out their platforms or their businesses. So let's talk a little bit about how these startups, business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies can handle fraud on their platforms. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, well, hope is not a strategy. A lot of times, we'll say, "Oh, I hope nobody tries to commit fraud on my platform or on my marketplace." But hope is not a strategy, and I only know this because that's how I handled it in the first year. I would just, "Oh, I hope that these fraudsters don't try to steal anybody's money." And what I learned the hard way was that you have to have a plan in place. You have to be proactive about this, and it's not necessarily something that's costing you money. It's an investment. If you invest in trust and safety, it can be a competitive advantage. And the way we kind of handled it we figured out a way to make it just a non-profitable endeavor for somebody to try to commit fraud on our platform. And we looked at every way we could make it difficult for people to try to commit fraud on the platform. And every time fraud would happen, we would go to it and not hope that it goes away. We'd go to it and try to learn and understand what mistakes we made as a marketplace. And it's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to repeat them. And so if somebody is exploiting a loophole in the marketplace, you got to close that down. And then sometimes the fraudsters will go away, but sometimes they come back. And so you always are playing this cat and mouse game with them, and it never goes away. It's always something you're going to have to invest in and get better and better at.
Yeah, you said hope is not a strategy. I love that. Don't hope it's not going to happen. You better bet on it and have a plan in place.